But they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Broken tackle. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. LaMarcus Joyner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on third down. Cameron got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A handoff to Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Cameron. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Martinez. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Timmy Jernigan on the stop. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, Cameron. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Try to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack and...
This is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Cameron. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. On 1st and 10, Cameron buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Cameron. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Cameron. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they're printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Gun! Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Check back. Hey, switch!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important time, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Cameron. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Cameron. Over the middle, complete. That's Martinez. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron, quick hitter here, it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gun!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off play action. Cameron. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 56 Mike. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line.
Leopard!
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch 13, 13's crossing. Check 13. You go tight. You got
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Parker from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.